Climbing itself requires a different type of shoe than what you would use to run or play any other sport. It has a stronger toe and tends to be a little bit smaller than the shoe that you would usually wear. For instance, I wear a 7 versus I'll wear a 7.5 or an 8 in a regular shoe. This kind of helps to make it so that when you're going into crevices, it's a little bit easier to hold your balance. Similarly enough to gymnasts, climbers use chalk. We typically use a few different types of chalk, and I focus in on using either ground or totally powdered chalk just because I feel like it goes in my hands the quickest. However, at certain gyms, just because of the way air is circulated through, they prefer that you use something called a sock, which works the same way, and I actually have one in my bag, but you have to kind of press that sock around to get it on your fingers. Either way, same idea, just chalking up before you climb. Some frets and tuney things. Most guitars are made of trees. Most guitars are made of trees. People play. You can also have a ball that's kind of like a stress ball. Mine's a gripper. The idea behind it is to strengthen up your hands when you don't have something to do. You can't always be climbing, so at work or studying, it's something neat to have around. Probably the hardest part of initially getting someone started is getting the shoes on. Since they're smaller, you usually have to use the back strap to pull yourself in. Most guitars are made of trees, with some metal for the strings, and some frets and tuney things. Most guitars are made of trees. Most guitars are made of trees. People play them while a lot of bouldering is figuring out which holds work best for you, and also to figure out what's the next logical step. Sometimes you'll map out what you're going to do ahead of time, and sometimes you just go for it. Majority of the time you map it out. But sometimes, with a wall that's new, it's good to figure out which holds are good and which holds are maybe not your favorite, maybe something that you'd rather power through. So, for instance, this wall I haven't been to before, so I did a little bit of powering through. Most guitars are made of trees, with some metal for the strings, and some frets and tuney things. Most guitars are made of trees. Most guitars are made of trees. People play them while they sing. Some are dull and some just ring. Most guitars are made of trees. You know me so you've seen it all before. Looking at me stuck in a tree, trying to hold a thought you can't ignore. Something multiplied by a 3. Just be sure that I can tell it. Just be sure.